Hello, Misty.
Hello, Ike.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Misty and Ike program. I just said that twice on purpose. What are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about people who were reported dead that weren't actually dead.
Like celebrities who fake their own deaths?
Celebrities and a couple of other just interesting ones.
People of noteworthy
People
notice?
of note. That whether they faked their death or they were just reported dead.
This one's going to be fun.
They weren't really dead.
I think we're going to kill it.
I think so.
Pun intended. Let's get into it.
There. Okay. I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
For the next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film.
I know the topics beforehand.
And I don't.
We check the internet for the facts.
And ruin it with opinions.
From pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and Swatch clocks. So, who is your favorite celebrity that has faked their own death?
I don't know that I have a favorite out of this list.
Okay.
But so I went on the Wikipedia and there's some really interesting stories.
Yeah.
Here is one that I think I've never heard of this, but now that I've read this little snippet, I'm going to deep dive into it later.
Okay.
So in 1980, there was a horror movie being made called Cannibal Holocaust. And 4 actors in the movie, the Italian police thought that they had been murdered. The film was so realistic that shortly after it was released, its director was arrested for murder.
What?
The actors had signed contracts to stay out of the media for a year in order to fuel rumors that the film was actually a snuff film. And the court was only convinced they were alive when the contracts were canceled and the actors appeared on a television show as proof. The guy is actually still alive. He's age 64 as of today, 2020.
That's insane.
Luca Barbareschi was his name. One of the actors filming a movie, and they were like, yeah, you murdered the people in your movie. Nope.
Wow. I think
Isn't
I've heard
that
that
cool?
story before. That's a pretty awesome story.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get press for your film.
Yeah, I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to deep dive into that later and read more about it because I bet there's a whole lot of shit about that.
Did you know that Macaulay Culkin was
I don't remember this
falsely
one.
accused?
Of being dead?
Yeah. When the Home Alone star was targeted by death rumors in November 2014, he debunked the reports by taking to Instagram and posting a photo parody scene from Weekend at Bernie's.
I love Macaulay Culkin.
Dude, he's a fan of the show.
Oh, man.
I should say a friend of the show, but he's not. I don't think he's a fan. He could be.
Here's one that, could go either way.
Right?
Scott Baio.
Oh, man.
You know Scott Baio.
Yeah.
He is,
We don't know him.
in the last few years, recently resurfaced due to a lot of his political views, et cetera, et cetera. In 1987, there was an email that started circulating that he had died in a car accident. The report then got picked up by some media outlets, and several members of his own family believed that he was dead,
Whoa.
but he's not.
But he's not.
He's not.
What about your boy Barry Obama?
I don't.
Barack.
He will never die.
On July
He's
4th,
immortal.
July 4th, 2011, Fox News Twitter account was hacked by a group called the Script Kiddies and posted that President Obama had been assassinated during an Iowa event.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But can you imagine everybody that follows Fox News on Twitter being like, yeah, that's what you get, Obama.
Obama.
Damn it, Obama.
Oh, kind of the same thing happened to Jack Black.
Yeah.
Their Twitter page for Tenacious D, which is him and Kyle.
Kyle Gass.
Kyle Gass. It got hacked, and the next day, Jack Black and Kyle got on the page and clarified, hey, we've been hacked. Jack is still alive. And he's indeed still alive.
How about the gladiator Russell Crowe?
I remember this when that was a thing.
June 2010.
Yep.
Took matters into his own hands by tweeting, unable to answer tweets, fell off a mountain in Austria, all over Red Rover, excuse me. Don't know how I got there, but the media are never wrong. Goodbye.
So weird.
Yeah,
He's a very weird individual.
He's a kooky dude.
He is. What about Steve Burns from Blue's Clues?
Oh, boy.
Do you remember that?
Nope.
Okay.
Should,
so, I think it was like 1998. It was a big deal. There were a bunch of rumors that he died from a drug overdose. And then others said that he was killed and struck by a car. So he was actually dead in 2 different ways. He had to go on the Rosie O'Donnell show and make an appearance to prove that he was still alive.
That'll do it.
That Steve from Blue's Clues was still alive.
Man, how about your boy Zach Braff?
No!
Yeah, and the Scrubs actor was reported dead in 2009 by a fake CNN.com page. The perpetrator of the joke later posted an apology saying, in part, thanks for apparently taking it lightly since I haven't gotten a letter about a lawsuit yet. Just so you know, I'm a huge fan. That's the only reason I made this page. Believe it or not. Also, sorry for upsetting your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually, his girlfriend, Florence Pugh, her birthday was the other day, and he Instagrammed probably what I think is one of the most quite lovely like tributes to your partner that I've ever seen. And it just made me remember how great he is.
What was
how
she
much
doing?
I love him. It was her birthday.
But what did he post?
I mean, you have to read it. It's like, paragraph long.
It's not a picture.
It's pictures of the two of them together, like throughout the time they've been dating. But like, it's what he wrote. It was like, you're a gift. Like, you're a gift to the world. I would have been happy if I got one smile from you, but instead I get to spend all of my days with you. And it was just really tugged at the heart.
Yeah.
Because they take a lot of flack because there's a big age difference there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God. Garden
How about
State.
this? Were you working with the Jonas Brothers in 2009?
I was.
Well, your boy Nick was the let's see.
Nick didn't die.
Nope. He's still alive.
He's still alive.
The pop singer turned actor was the victim of death hoaxes twice in 2009.
I don't remember that.
One report said he died of cardiac arrest due to complications with his diabetes.
Oh.
While another said his
I
heart
hate
stopped
that.
after a lap dance in a Dallas strip club.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Right?
I'm just going to not.
It's so funny. You guys were so busy working that you didn't even know that he was alive.
We were literally so busy working, but at the same time, if any of them would have dropped dead from a heart attack, I would have understood because that's how busy we were.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Man,
Here's one that you probably wish was true.
Okay. Kinda
Taylor
like
Swift.
Scott Baio. Oh, yeah.
In 2009. It was not a good year for Swift. She was said to have
She's had
been,
so many not good years.
Yeah. Have been in a fatal car accident and then months later died from an allergic reaction to sleeping pills, which spread like wildfire on Facebook and YouTube. In July 2016, she was once again said to be dead, presumably because of a mural by an Australian artist that got lots of press. It was a portrait of the singer and the words, "In loving memory of Taylor Swift, 1989 to 2016.
Okay, I'm sorry that's so funny to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I need to apologize to the world because I have a lot of friends that really, really like her a lot, and I just don't. And it's real funny.
It's nothing personal.
No, it's not. It's between me and her.
It's just personal. It's not. It's just business. It's not
Yeah.
personal.
I have a really funny one, and it's the person you probably won't even know. Mm-hmm. But you know how on all of the award shows they do the in memoriam segments?
Yeah. Did they sneak somebody in there on accident?
So at the 89th Academy Awards in 2017, it included Janet Patterson, a costume designer who died in 2016. However, the segment used a photo of Jan Chapman instead, which resulted in her friends and family that were watching the Academy Awards to believe it.
Oh, no.
They just used the photo of the wrong person.
Oh, man, that makes me want them to accidentally put my photo in there every year on purpose.
That's so crazy.
Will Ferrell was claimed dead in 2006.
No!
Yeah, the claiming was that it was a fake press release on iNewsWire web that claimed he was killed in a paragliding accident in Southern California when a wind gust caused him to lose control and crash into trees.
Don't kill the good ones off too early like that.
No, but this makes me want to start writing false press releases.
It kind of does.
What if we claim our own death?
feel like we've said that already now, and so
This
maybe it's
episode's not out yet.
quite as effective. Do you remember when they thought that Kurt Cobain was dead
Yes.
before he died?
Oh, no. No.
So I want to say it was like a year before. No, it wasn't a year. Maybe it was a couple months. He was in Rome with Courtney Love, and they were, I don't know if he was on tour or if they were vacationing, but they thought that he died of a heroin overdose. And it was reported that he was dead all over, and everyone was like, oh my God, in mourning. And then he was alive. And then like a couple months later, he shot himself.
I know what they were doing in Italy.
Tell me.
They were just roaming around. Hey!
And that's why Isaac is the comedian.
What about the old Paul McCartney conspiracy theory? You know about that?
I don't know that one.
Oh.
Oh, that Paul is dead.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
claim that
I
he,
do
He
actually
died
know
in
that one.
66.
Right.
And that everything that's happened to him since then is a courtesy of a look-alike and a sound-alike. But I don't know. I've looked into that before.
Yeah.
It would be impossible to find somebody that looked exactly like you like that. That could sing and be that talented. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
that's true.
And be best friends with all your best friends right away.
Yeah. Alice Cooper.
Oh, yeah?
So Melody Maker was a magazine back in the 70s, hard rock magazine. And they confused people because they published a satire concert review in the form of a mock obituary. Fans took it literally, and Cooper had to issue a statement saying, I'm alive and drunk as usual.
Right. That's funny. How about The Rock?
No, really?
Yeah. The Rock did not die while
He's not
filming
dead.
He's not dead. I just saw him. I didn't just see him, but I've seen him since this.
Okay.
He did not die while filming a stunt on the set of Fast and Furious 7, as was stated in April 2014 Facebook post that went viral at the time. He nixed the report and posted a Facebook message of his own that read, "Rumors of my death are false. I'm still bringing it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, including leap year." A tweet that took a more direct approach. I would love to meet the person who is starting rumors of my death to show them how a dead foot feels up their ass.
I love that man so much.
He is the best.
What about Flo from the Progressive commercials?
She's dead?
She's not.
Oh. Flo Seed.
Her name is Stephanie Courtney. And in 2014, it was reported that she had been killed in a car crash.
Oh, man.
And she had to come out to the public and say, I'm Flo and I'm not dead. And they actually tried to make a Progressive commercial making fun of it, and they didn't end up airing it because they felt it was in such bad taste.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one. Poor
Progressive.
Flo.
I wish I'd worked on that commercial.
Ugh, don't we all?
Robert Redford.
What happened to old Robert
I
Redford?
don't know, what's happening outside? It sounds like the world is ending out there.
I don't
it
know.
is.
We're not going out there.
Nope. We're going to stay in here and keep podcasting
Yeah,
until
and-
someone brings us food.
Oh, food sounds good. I'm
Food.
hungry.
The Sundance Film Festival founder's publicist stepped in to call reports of his death in September 2005 a sick hoax. The fake news first came from Britain's Sky News, which said he had fallen off a golf buggy in Santa Monica.
How weird.
Right?
He died from falling off of a golf buggy?
Apparently, if you live in England and you work for Britain's Sky News.
So strange. Bob Denver.
Bob Denver?
Bob Denver, not John Denver.
Is that his brother?
Bob Denver, who was Gilligan. Wasn't Bob Denver Gilligan from Gilligan's Island?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
In the early 60s, there was a report that came out like on the actual 6 o'clock news, because that was the thing back then to watch in the 60s. TVs were just becoming a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they became a thing shortly before that, but whatever. It was reported that he died because a radio fell into his bathtub and he was electrocuted. And so they never even addressed it. And he said in an interview years after that he would encounter people that were surprised that he was still alive and be like, I thought you were dead.
Yeah. Wow.
Because news didn't spread as quickly and easily then.
Right.
So he then actually died in 2005.
Do you remember, this was very recently, 2016, when Sean Penn was trying to get that interview with El Chapo.
Yeah.
And they claimed that he was murdered in his Malibu home and that they were investigating the possibility that El Chapo would have ordered the hit on the actor-director who interviewed him shortly before.
I forgot all about that. That is an insane story. And there's a woman that's involved in that like helps set up the interview. And like, it's a crazy ass story.
Yeah, they made a movie about that.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Fats Domino.
Oh.
People thought that he drowned during Hurricane Katrina because he lived in the 9th Ward in that neighborhood. And a few days later, he reappeared because he had evacuated to a friend's house in Baton Rouge. And so he had to like come out and do an appearance. And he, you know, obviously like they had been like hunkering down, so he couldn't do anything. So for like 3 or 4 days, people were like, Fats Domino died in Hurricane Katrina.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about Hillary Clinton? Do you remember
the
this
9/11 when she collapsed?
Yeah.
And people were like, she's dead.
She appeared
and she
to
was
collapse while getting into
for
a van.
president.
Yeah, and it was just a slip of a tongue from the anchor. The news anchor was like, meant to say health instead of death. We begin the breaking news about Hillary Clinton's death.
Right.
Meant health, and then Twitter had a freaking field day with it.
Another one that's really interesting. A lot of these I find interesting because they're just slip-ups. They're fuck-ups. Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas's father. Mm-hmm. So People magazine had drafted an obituary because he was in bad health. And at the top, they had written, "Do not publish." It actually appeared on their website with the "do not publish" at the top. Someone just sent it live accidentally.
People are stupid.
And so at the time, he was 97 years old. So it wouldn't have been that big of a surprise had he passed.
Right.
He ended up living for to be 103. So 6 more years past that after they reported he was dead.
That'll cut a few years off your life.
Yeah.
What about Miley Cyrus?
I've heard about that. The car accident, supposedly.
The Wrecking Ball singer has dodged the social media Grim Reaper once more. In 2008, that's back when I was working with her, she was said to have been killed in a hit and run by a driver. And in 2009, socialite Peaches Geldof tweeted that a friend in the industry texted her that Cyrus had died. Word.
And then since Peaches Geldof has actually died, I believe.
Oh, that's what you get, Peaches.
Oh, don't say that. I think she died of something really
false
awful.
tweets is what she died of.
Hold on, let me confirm that.
Word of her death, or
2014, Peaches Geldof died, and I believe it was maybe like a drug overdose after being sober for a while, possibly.
She got
it was something rough.
Yeah, Miley got another one in 2016 when Now 8 News, the finest news source in the world, reported that she was found dead in her bathtub after a prescription pill overdose.
Leave our girl alone.
Miley's doing just
leave
fine
my girl
without
alone.
you.
She's doing just fine.
Well, and that's how you fake your death, folks.
That's how you fake your death.
Or have people fake it for you.
Somebody accidentally fake it for you.
I think our show,
really.
somebody needs to fake our death.
I think we need to change the name. Misty and Ike are dead.
Whoa. Misty and Ike fake their deaths.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every day at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or whenever this thing comes out.
Dying slowly. All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Death.
I liked it.
That's how you make death fun, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Got to do it somehow.
Well, it's Thursday, episode 124.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's not Friday.
It's not Friday.
So.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.